folks. This is Milo G here from matrixAAA.org and gematria.com. We are a website, actually a set of websites, that is using a study developed to calculate the values of individual words called gematria and numerology. Many detailed scientific reports claim that gematria originated first in a Syro-Babylonian Greek system of coded numerology adopted into the Jewish culture as well. I've mentioned in my prior video that we believe that everything in life is coded and every individual living on earth has her own coded life path. We call it life destiny, and we believe that our personal life destiny is coded in many different ways, and based on the circumstances surrounding us, we choose which coded life path we can take. So taking into account this fact, it is our belief that we live in a coded matrix which everything has a purpose, time, and place. So let's decode the matrix, and today we're going to Las Vegas, Nevada, MGM Grand Garden Arena. There's going to be a big fight coming on Saturday, July 20th between Manny Pacquiao and Thurman. The fight takes place for the WBA World Welterweight title, and as I said, it's going to be the MGM Grand Garden Arena. So we're going to use some gematria numerology to try to see who is going to win this fight. Here is our take on the fight Saturday, July 20th, 2019. We'll first look at the numbers here. So Manny Pacquiao is a 40-year-old fighter, boxer who is very experienced. His record is 61-7-2, and he's got 39 knockouts, substantial experience. This is his 71st fight. 71 is the 20th prime number. And I already mentioned about prime numbers that are important in this study. So you need to basically look it up on our website, matrixAAA.org, and read more about what prime numbers are. So if we write the phrase Pac-Man, which is his nickname, Pac-Man wins, in a calculator called Latin Reduction Lotion, we get exactly the value of 71. So this is already good for him. So he's poised to win the 71st fight. Now I'm going to bring a set of numbers now that are connected to both fighters, and with regard to their birthdays. And for example, Manny Pacquiao's birthday is on December 17, 1978, and until July 20th, the time of the fight. The day of the fight, we have exactly 14,825 days, or 2,117 weeks and 6 days, which converts to 487 months and 3 days, and which converts to 40 years, 7 months and 3 days. So this guy is exactly 40 years old, and 7 months and 3 days is going to be on the date of the fight. Let's see what those numbers stand for according to the Hebrew table that we're using. What is the Hebrew table? Our entries include values taken primarily from a 19th century Hebrew lexicon called the Hebrew table, which is devoted to study of the Torah and the balance of the Old Testament. The Hebrew table contains many important words and names from the Torah, varying spellings and meaning of the entries. So we want to use this Hebrew table and see what the numbers are going to give us as values and meanings. This is important, in this study. For example, 14,825 days since Manny Pacquiao's birthday until the date of the fight converts to the numbers 14 and 825. 14 stands to go slowly, softly, to penetrate, sacrifice, to shine as gold, power and force. And 825 means veil. For a fight, something to protect, his face or him, something to protect the fighter, when you got the gloves, you have the gloves in boxing. So it means that those numbers are good for him, positive for him. Then we have the second set of numbers since his birthday until July 20th, 2,117 weeks and 6 days. We break the first number in two numbers, 21 and 17. 21 stands for I am, to break, for, to be good, to be well. 17 is to be on fire, fortunate, neutral, and to be destroyed. So 17 is kind of good or bad for him, Then we have the third set of numbers. From his birthday until July 20th is exactly 487 months and 3 days. 487 months stands for pitch or an area to play, like boxing ring. This is the 93rd prime number, and 93 means to shine, to flow, so this is also good for many. 3 stands for to enter a fight or to lead to something, and stands for perfection. Then we have the last set of numbers. From his birthday until July 20th, we have 40 years, 7 months, and 3 days. He's going to be 40 years old, right? 40 stands for deceptive. A lot of those boxing fights and many of the sports events in the world are deceptive. They're set up by the numbers and they're rigged. So I'm not surprised to see that number, that takes, that he's going to fight even in the age of 40. Now, 40 also means to wound, to hurt, destroy, overthrow, and hide, which is positive for him. Now, 7 months and 3 days makes the number 73. 73 means on the roll, lions, to pray, to seek victory, to be about to bear a penalty. He has to be careful. So all of a sudden, 73 also is bringing something good for him. So the first analysis on the numbers from since his birthday until the date of the fight, bringing something positive. Now let's look it up and see, since his last birthday, which was on December 17, 2018, until the date of the fight, we've got exactly 215 days, or 30 weeks and 5 days, or 7 months and 3 days. 215 is connected to the 666, which is the number of the beast. Also, 215 stands for the great or large, to shine forth, to rise, to break forth, to break out, mighty, ruling, leading, Lord, master, to be arrogant, aggressive. So this is also positive. 30 stands for deceit, falsehood, deceptive, to strike or smite. I see also this is a good number for him, and 5 means a window of opportunity. Now, 7 and 3 makes the 73. We already talked about it. Let's also look it up from the date of the fight, July 20th, until Manny's next birthday, which is the December 12th, December 17, 2019. We have exactly 150 days, or 21 weeks and 3 days, or 4 months and 27 days. 150 stands for to increase, climber, a flap. All of this is tied to 111, or 1 aleph in the Hebrew table. But 111 is a very important number for this fight, because we have Las Vegas, Nevada equals 111, and a calculator called Latin Ordinal CU Natural NS Turing. And his opponent, Thurman, he has nickname as One Time. But 1 time loses equals also 111, and Latin Ordinal CU Natural NS Turing, the same calculator. So you see how important that 111 turns out to be, for this fight. So let's continue, because I don't want to spend a lot of time analyzing those numbers. I'm just going to scroll down a little bit, so for you can read them. You can read it. Manny's career started basically on January 22nd, 1995, and from that date until the date of the fight, July 20th, we have exactly 8,945 days, or 1,277 weeks and 6 days, or 293 months and 28 days, or 24 years, 5 months, and 28 days. So this guy has almost 25-year career. Let's break these numbers down. 89 stands for reddish, or red spotted circuit, like you move all the way around the boxing ring. Also, it means to strike, push against, to lift up a burden or load an eagle. So this is good for Manny. 45 has a positive and also negative meanings. 45 is to stamp down, to make solid, to be destroyed, to force might exceedingly, energetically, quickly. Then we have 12 and 77, which is the number 1,277 broken down in 2. 12 stands for settled or decided, fortune, Venus as a good luck sign, lucky star, to be bright, good, to be happy, to rejoice. 77 is to destroy, break, destroy, power, a strong or high place, platform. Then we have the next set of numbers. 293 months and 28 days since his career started. Now, 293 stands for Yah, God is help. Yah is the Jewish God. Then it means also a song or a lay or psalm, which is, I think, also positive. Then we have 28, which is the perfect number. It means of gold, a place within gold, lovely, pleasant, and shine. 24 means body, corpse, hope for, and 5 means a window and opportunity for him. So, based on this set of numbers, I conclude that it's all positive for Manny Pacquiao to win. Then we look at Manny's last fight, which was done on January 19, 2019, and until the fight that is coming now, July 20, 2019, we have exactly 182 days, 26 weeks, or 6 months and 1 day. So 182 stands for gush out or search, stream, tribute to one serving, which is good. But it also has negative meaning like cry for help. Then we have 26 weeks. 26 is a very important number in numerology. It stands for the tetragrammaton or YHWH, which is Yahweh, is the 4-letter biblical name of the God of Israel. And 26 stands for sharp peak, hook, ring, to be wealthy, glory, but also means set and window, but I think the more positive meanings than negative meanings. And we're left with the number 6, which means a hook to play an opponent. And of course, number 1, you have 6 months and 1 day until his last fight. Aleph, which is head of something, an ultimate beginning, but 1 is connected, as I said, to 111. So, and I showed you what 111 is very important. 111 stands for the place that the fight is going to be happening. Las Vegas, Nevada, 111, and his opponent Thurman. He has the nickname one time. If we write the phrase one time loses, gives us exactly 111. So going back to the next set of numbers, I think I also analyzed from Manny's last loss until the date of the fight, but I don't think it's relevant too much. I mean, it brings some codes, but I don't think it's that relevant. So I'm gonna pass on that, analysis. And finally, I'm gonna spend time on his boxing record. Manny's boxing record is 61-7-2. He's got 39 knockouts. Now, if he wins number 62 on Saturday, it matches the gematria of the city of the fight, Las Vegas, Nevada. It's 62 in a gematria calculator called Kipad. And if you win 62, it means to be strong, separation, division, compass, desirable, lovely, to strike. Okay, a compass is important because it's connected to the Freemasonry, which is important to understand here. Now, on the other hand, if Manny stays with 61, one of the meanings is nothing. So this could be possible, but I think the more strong scenario is if he wins number 62, then his record will be 62-7-2. And after the 62nd win, we're going to have 7-2. They will remain, just to remind us, the date of July 2nd since his last loss. Manny Pacquiao's last loss was exactly on July 2nd. So maybe these numbers are good to stay. And this is only possible only if he wins. So let's spend some short time with the other fighter. For the other fighter, Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman's record is 29-0, and he won 22 of the fights by knockout. Since his birthday, which is November 23rd, 88, until July 20th, we have exactly 11,196 days, or 1,599 weeks and 3 days, or 367 months and 27 days, or 30 years and 7 months and 27 days. So I'm going to start breaking those numbers down, and I know you're a little bit overwhelmed by those numbers, so I'm going to try to cut that short because we're already at the 14 minutes time of the video. Now, 11,196 days, this number, we cut it down to 111 and 96. As I've mentioned, 111 is tied to number 1 in the prior analysis. And if you want to believe July 20th, 219, if we write that sentence, it equals exactly 111 in Pythagorean geometric calculator. 111 also means red to fall or sink. So this is not good for Mr. Thurman. I mean, the numbers are not aligning very well for him on this fight. 96 stands for stoner departure, and departure is tied to someone leaving something. Why not the title? And also the second set of numbers, 1599, is connected to 389 in the Hebrew table. 389 means to be greasy, fat, dull, stupid. Also not good. And finally, there are 367 months and 27 days since Thurman's birthday until the date of the fight, July 20th. 367 stands for darkness, prophecy of Yahweh. 27 is a special number. It means a horn. The horn is a symbol of the anointing of the king, of a king. King was anointed with horn of oil. And many kings were anointed with horn of oil in history. So, and one interesting sentence, the Manny Pacquiao's nickname is Pac-Man. So if we write Pac-Man wins, it gives us exactly 270 in value in Latin reduction Fibonacci, which is 27. So this aligns very well with the Thurman's numbers. And finally, we have 30 and 7 here. 30 is deceit, falsehood, deceptive, to strike, and 7, it means to be severed, forsaken, vanish, circle, ruin. So from that said, it means that Thurman doesn't have a good numbers, coming into this fight. I mean, I've done a little bit more analysis here, and I can try to kind of align it with my phone so you can read it, and you'll be able to pull it out. But I'm going to spend the time with the last paragraph here that I was writing. Thurman's career started on November 9th, and until July 20th, we have exactly 4,271 days, or 610 weeks and 1 day, or 104 months and 11 days. What is interesting here is, we have 11 years, 8 months, and 11 days. What is interesting here is 4,271 can be broken in 2 parts. 42 means God, sudden ruin, destruction, lack, nothing. And 71 is matching Manny's total number of fights. And we have number 8 here present. Number 8 usually stands to be crushed, depressed, and anxious. So this is all not good for Thurman again. And what I see here is basically if he loses this fight on Saturday, his record will be 29-1, which gives us the number 291. But 291 has a factorization of 3 times 97, which is the 25 prime number, because 97 is the 25th prime number. And this brings us 25 in play. And interesting enough, Thurman's last fight was on January 26, 2019, and until July 20th, we have exactly 25 weeks. A 25 in Hebrew means to be crushed, broken in spirit, a beast hidden. So, taking into account all this, I also have done some geometric calculation on some sentences like Las Vegas, Nevada, like both guys, their nicknames with wins and losses. And everything favors, right now, the Manny Pacquiao to win this fight. So, we also hit one of our great handicappers, Zach H. from Minnesota, who also brought some good analysis. I mean, I'm not going to spend a lot of time reading this. You need to be a subscriber, basically, to come to our comment section of the pages and get access to the analysis. But basically what he's saying is he's on the same page with me. He's leaning towards Pacquiao to win. So, and to conclude our analysis, let's look it up what the odds are, and we are using Bet365. Bet365 shows to win the fight Keith Thurman with plus 110. And Manny Pacquiao is a favorite with minus 138. And this is what we propose to you guys. You take Manny Pacquiao in this fight at minus 138 to win. And no matter how he wins, you just take him in the money line. And we hope for the best. We wish you a best of luck here. And we'll be back again. Thank you very much. Bye.